decide to talk it over. And the postseason is always something to look forward to in the NBA. Grant, as a player, when you're in there, how different is playoff basketball from the regular season?
Well, first of all, B.A., it's the best time of the year. Playoff basketball, the intensity raises to another level. Both teams making adjustments within the series. You have to know your counters. Really, at the end of the day, it's who wants it more and who can execute on both ends of the floor with the most consistency throughout the series.
Looney's checked in for Green. Here's Adebayo. Warriors with the rebound. Green up top. Butler covering. Green, the pass to Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Strus's shot is off. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Martin, he's checked in for Miami.
Foul. In for the Heat, Caleb Martin.
And the Warriors with possession here. 11-point game. To the middle. Here's Looney. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Looney's got 5 now.
Kevon Looney on the inside doing a little bit of damage now.
Lowry, it falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
They double team Thompson. Pass to Wiggins. Uncovered. Kept alive.
Looney in the right spot there. Good presence on the inside as he boxes the defense out and sends the ball right up.
Here's Martin. Green covering from the right block. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
Shot clock at 5. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
A tough shot from Draymond Green, but he brings this out of his squad and frustrates the opponent.
Hero, the pass to Lowry. Shoots over Curry. And Lowry with the basket on the assist by Hero. 7 points in the game. The Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form. They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Time called here by
We're transitioning out of 3v3 into 5v5 competition. And last year's finals were some of the most exhilarating finals I've ever watched. I think maybe it's arguably in league history, and we've seen some great storylines here. How excited are you for 5v5, and how is the league reacting to the players getting prepped from transitioning to 3v3 to the 5v5 competition?
Yeah, we are ready to unlock the 5v5 stage. Bucks Gaming is coming back as a champ from last year. There's $1.5 million on the line. So our players are ready to go 5v5. This week, we kicked off the tip-off.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. A very special thank you to all those that serve and have sacrificed for our country on this Memorial Day. This DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, David. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. The forwards are Hayward and Washington. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. And for Memphis, at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
But just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
From 13, and he comes up with the deuce. With injuries and Clark, his teams prepare for the playoffs, this is the time of year where we really see the value of depth.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, teams that can go 10 deep really have a nice luxury of being able to spread. Spread out their minutes. I think which helps keep the stars fresh for the stretch run and keep them from being overworked.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was.
Shooting for shot.
And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Ball against Morant. And Ball slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And it's in there.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And Ball gets double teamed. Pass to Washington. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Jackson finds Morant. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Ball with a wide open look. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Here's Ball. pass to Hayward. Back to Ball. Williams trying to break free, and Ball gets it to go on the assist by Hayward. Ball's got his second bucket of the night. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Jackson from long range sinks the triple.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
The kick out to Ball. Nailed from three-point land. Ball's got 9 points. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Tillman comes in for Steven Adams, and Jones subbed in for John Morant. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Charlotte. Oubre comes in for Washington.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Richards, that's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Richards got his second basket.
When Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
Jackson down low, defended by Hayward.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Ball no good. For Memphis, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Outside, Jones from deep three-point range, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Second personal foul.
So it'll be LaMelo Ball shooting. That's on Jaren Jackson. Martin's checked in for Rozier. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Here's Martin. Good work there as it goes.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Passes it to Jackson. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Hits it from three-point range.
And as Jackson's jumper improves, I think so do his prospects for more minutes. This is a guy that some think can be a perennial all-star.
Martin with the bounce pass. Here's Hayward, and Hayward with the stuff.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Oubre passes to Hayward. Martin against Brooks. Feeds it to Ball. Banked in off the glass. Ball's got 14 points for the game.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
On the basket by Jones.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Grizzlies lead by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back. We hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
They've got John Morant. He's out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Memphis leading by 5. Adams dishes to Morant. And then Morant rams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Ball, the pass to Martin. Washington inside. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Terry Rozier comes in for Cody Martin. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. And then Washington with the dunk.
Can't leave anybody open around Smith. I mean, he finds them quickly. Love his court awareness.
And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, rest of the team.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively. And they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Oubre passes to Rozier. Now Smith. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And Clark over to help. Lets it go with a three. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Smith.
Well, Smith is both a volume and efficient three-point scorer. I mean, he shoots a lot of them, but he makes a good percentage of them, too.
And it's Morant missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
But that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack. And Terry Rozier is one competitive dude. He has a lot of fire in his game.
You can hear it when you listen to him in interviews, Greg. I mean, he'll tell you what his approach is. He says losing is not an option in terms of his mentality. He plays every game, every possession like it's do or die.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Hayward comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Bouknight comes in for Dennis Smith.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
And almost 4 minutes.
And of course, Brendan, with 5v5 approach.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. Alongside Richard Jefferson. Allie, take it away.
Well, guys, LeBron James.
This guy's one of one, Allie. Thank you. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, they've got D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt out there with LeBron James. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Russell to pass to James. Here's Reeves. Pass to Vanderbilt. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Reeves. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. He goes up. And Durant with the big finish.
The versatility of KD, equally lethal in transition and the half court.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Russell to pass to Vanderbilt.
If you look at the history of the Lakers, they've always had elite big men. That tradition goes all the way back to George Mikan in the 40s. Then they had Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, and then obviously we know what Shaq was able to do there.
And Vanderbilt drops them both. The Los Angeles Lakers, home to some of the greatest bigs of all time, Richard.
Yeah, Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, Pau Gasol, the Lake Show winning titles with those large dudes, proving that size does matter in this league.
Russell to pass to James. From 11 feet away. Oh, denied by Durant.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
And Ayton gets it to go.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
They're taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
James passes to Davis. Now Vanderbilt. Oh, Durant with a steal. Again, the Suns good for two.
Making it look effortless. Durant is sensational at pulling up on a dime.
Pass to Reeves. Knocked away. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Booker. And that one hits the back iron. James outside. Here's Reeves. Booker defending. To end the run. Oh, denied by Durant. Here's Paul. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Paul's got 7 points. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
In 2008, Kevin Durant ran away with the Rookie of the Year award. It wasn't even really close. And still, I'm not sure we realize what an all-time great he'd become.
James outside. Here's Reeves. Booker defending. And he comes up with a bucket.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Turns out that Durant's rookie season was the worst of his career, Richard.
And he was fantastic that year. But within 2 seasons, he'd become the league leader in scoring. His rebounding would improve, and by then we knew we were watching a Hall of Famer.
And Booker, here we go. And he banks in the layup.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
Pass to Reeves. Davis against Ayton. To the right side. Here's Reeves. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Up and over Russell. Davis with the defensive effort.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that
one. The shot by James, no good. And here are the Suns. They're on a 15-6 run. And Booker with the jam.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
1:46 left in the first quarter. Pass to Reeves. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Bamba's checked in for Anthony Davis. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Beasley's checked in for Reeves. And it's Schroeder in for Russell. Biyombo, he's checked in for the Suns. Greg comes in for Okogie.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds them.
Paul, shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And Durant gets it to go.
So fluid pulling up to shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths of his game.
Schroeder passes to James. Here's Hachimura. The shot's good on the assist by James. Hachimura's got his second basket.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Durant. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
James passes to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Drops in the 3. Paul's got 10 points.
Just simply automatic. Once that ball is in Paul's hands, he is ready to fire off a shot.
And stolen by Paul. And the Suns pushing it up now. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. It was only, let's do this.
James, no dice from 9 feet. And so it's the Phoenix Suns turning this break in the action up 10. Their entire defense is designed to stop LeBron right now, and that's been effective. We'll be right back.
Give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
D'Angelo Russell is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Bamba in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Bamba, the pass to Hachimura. Clock at 6. Here's Russell. Banked it in off the glass. Russell's got his second bucket on the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, I mean, to get a shot like that on a drive, it's those type of plays that will chip away at the lead.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around.
No question, Paul is playing with real heart on offense. He is not afraid to carry the load.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Now a timeout called by the Lakers.
Here's all you need to know about how talented Anthony Davis was as a young player. He was invited to play for the U.S. national team when he was a college freshman.
The Lakers making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in.
Laker Youth Dance Team. Once again, let's hear it for your
Beasley,
Lakers
pass to
Youth
Schroeder.
Dance Team.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And he can't get that one. And stolen by Vanderbilt. Uses the glass on the layup. Vanderbilt's got 6.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
AD won gold with Team USA in London in 2012. Richard, he was the only college player on the team.
With all of that pressure and intensity, it probably gave AD a great taste of what life was going to be like in the NBA.
Russell, the pass to Beasley. Pass to Vanderbilt. Russell from outside. Can't hit that one. And Phoenix the other way now. And now the Suns fast break. Puts it up from 17. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
There aren't a lot of guys in this league who shoot mid-range, but Paul, he's one of them.
Beasley outside. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Schroeder. And they get it back. Launches it. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Nice shot by Okogie. And the Suns lead by 18.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Russell, the pass to Schroeder. Beasley for 3. The shot no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Okogie. That shot missing. Good D by Vanderbilt. Now here's Russell. Defense right on him. Here's Davis. And Anthony Davis on the NBA's top 75 list. Grant, you think that was a controversial selection?
Well, I mean, it was mostly due to how young Davis still is. You can't argue with the all-NBA selection and numbers. And, of course, being a recent champion may have put him over the top.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Reeves comes in for Russell. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Biyombo, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Ross comes in for Craig. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Lee. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Schroeder passes to James. Back to Schroeder. Outside Davis. James, right side. Wide open. And the Lakers get it back. Pass to Vanderbilt. In transition, here come the Suns. And he dunks it down.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.